What is going on, Crypto ARVI family? Marco and Virgilio, very nice people, very nice gentlemen. They have a great platform going on right now, CFX Quantum. Please take a look at it, let me know what you think, and we'll be back very shortly. Crypto ARVI will be back. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Perfect.
We are okay.
Good, we're all tests are good to go. So, thanks again for joining me again, guys, and let's get right to it. So,
Okay.
for the very first question, I'd like you guys to explain to me what is CFX Quantum.
CFX Quantum is a company that is born over a project born in 2018, and it developed for 3 years, and now it has the best solution over thanks to the technology we use with Fujitsu that allows us to use a pre-quantum computer called the digital annealer, and we are deploying a wallet with exchange included, where it can be taken the 01 token. The 01 token is a special token that allows to be staked and get a bonus of 1% a month. So this is the very short description of CFX Quantum.
Okay, very good. So, following that, what's the aim and vision of CFX Quantum?
Well, the aim and vision is to reach everybody with the crypto finance. We see that in today's world, the crypto experts are, of course, the people that are part of this world. But the majority of people, let's say 95% of people, are not crypto experts. They do not know anything about cryptos. They have never entered into an exchange. They've never done anything with cryptos. That's really bad. I think that's bad because we really believe that crypto is going to be a real substitute to money, to the money that everybody knows. And therefore, we need people to be in. Of course, the entrance in the market of Facebook with Libra and of stable coins with other countries will be very important. But we believe that now there is the opportunity to start with one crypto which is specialized, which is different from the stable ones done by the major groups in the world. We want to enter this market and bring to everybody the possibility to do crypto finance in the easiest possible way. That's all.
I like it. I like the vision. So,
Thanks.
following that vision, what kind of problems does CFX Quantum solve?
Right.
The main problem is the fact that most of the people doesn't know what to do with their money, and there is a lot of of competition around, of suggestions or whatever that most of the times are not good. Okay, and so we would like to make it easier. And the very first thing is to begin to enter into the crypto space. So we deploy this wallet which is very easy to use. The most important fact is this one, and because most of the wallets are very complicated to use. You don't know what to do, etc. With our wallet, you just get in, you put your passwords, and you begin to buy and sell cryptos very easily. Excuse me?
With fiat money.
With fiat money too, using the card and so on. So you don't have to make exchanges before, you can exchange directly into the wallet. Okay. And after that, you can trade them, you can store them. It's a decentralized wallet, so there is no risk of anyone having your password or whatever. It's your money, it's your cryptos, you keep it for you.
And may I add, Marco, before you go on with 01, may I add that we, as a difference with all the other blockchain companies, we bring our products hand by hand, person to person, not just online, but we enroll all the people who want to share our crypto economy, our crypto products, our crypto reality with all their friends. And they show them on their phones what they have, our wallet. And they say, look, you do this and this, and you get this and that. And of course, when you show someone how to do, you can easily understand that it's much superior the rate of adoption of the new thing that we are proposing. You understand? And then we go on with 01, which Marco is going to explain.
Yeah, the 01 is the third solution, we could say, that is the way to put at work your cryptos just by staking a coin and getting a reward of 1% a month with no market risk. This is most important because most of the projects around use bots, softwares, etc. that invest automatically and so on, but they are very risky. You don't know whatever is going to come next day. And so we decided to begin with a product that has no risk of market. We can do this by working on what is called the arbitrage system. So we buy and sell the same cryptocurrency in two different places at different prices at the same time. So no time consumption, and the position is closed immediately. So if you have a if you have a potential profit, you do the trade. If you don't have it, you don't do the trade. That means you cannot lose. You cannot have risk in the market. And this allows us to give this bonus of 1% a month. That is quite huge for the majority of people, considering that there is no risk in trading. Okay. And the fact is that most of people has the money stuck somewhere with no return at all.
Just to let you understand, ARVI, just in Europe, only Europe, there are over $15 trillion deposited in bank accounts. 15 trillions, you understand? Which
hard to imagine that number.
They have zero risk.
Yeah, huge numbers.
Zero risk, but zero return. And we arrive and say, well, zero risk with us, but 12% per year return, which is the difference, you understand?
Absolutely. So, can you guys tell me more about the disruptive app you have called 01?
Yes. Marco, 01.
Yeah. And 01 is a token by now, and what is easy is the fact that is asset backed. So when you take 01, you just get the money you put in, because we cover the full amount that is bought. Okay, and after that you can stake it. That means you can block it into a blockchain, into a smart contract, so that it cannot be moved. And by this, you get a result. How was this made? This is made with a company that allowed us to work on blockchain, decentralized blockchain, and that is the most important fact. So we are not, commanding this. It's automatic. We cannot do anything beside what has been told to people. And the project has been made with Fujitsu that allows us to use the supercomputer, we can say, the computer that has such a fantastic power of calculation that allows us to calculate trade in such a small fraction of time that any other computer cannot do. And this is the most important fact, because the timing, and the speed of calculation is the most important factor in this kind of trades.
Yeah, because we're like first in the market, Harvey, understand? Always first in the first price, we get the first price every time. With Fujitsu, of course, technology, because it would not be so possible for ourselves. But being the first in arbitrage means really something different, because you can execute operations always with the absolute view of what is going to be the end. We know if we do a trade, if it is going to be profitable or not. Of course, if it is not, we don't do the trade. But if it is, we do it very quickly. Right, Mark? Excuse me.
Oh, it's okay. I think we covered everything.
Okay.
That's it.
Projections are key, yeah, for sure. So my next question is about the fantastic technologies and projects you guys have. So how do you reach the market with those technologies? And how do you market them?
That was I started to explain before. We reach the market through people, to our same consumers. Our same consumers, people who download the app on their phone, they have, of course, our product on their phone, and they're incentivized to show their app to any one of their contacts. They can also put a picture on the social page, no problem. But the thing is that if they talk, if they say, I have it, if they say, I like it, if they say, I use it and I can use it, people believe them. They believe them much more than what they would believe us or any kind of advertisement. This is word of mouth marketing. I specialty on this because I did over 5 million customers for telecommunications during the past years. And therefore, when I met again with Mark, which is a close friend of mine, and we started to work together many years ago, unfortunately. Well,
too many.
Yeah. When we met again, and they said, "Look, what are you doing?" He's telling me they was doing CFX. I said, "Well, I could bring this everywhere in the world because you are doing something that people need, and you can only show them what you are doing, and the download would be immediate and astronomical because ARVI, how many contacts each one as an average has contacts. I mean, on social, on WhatsApp. You know how many? Do you know how many we have?
How many?
300. This is the statistic. Statistically, we have 300 contacts. Of course, Harvey, you will have much more because you live online, you work online. Okay, but forget yourself. Forget myself, forget Marco. Think about the average people, the average guy. The average person has statistically over 300 contacts between the social page and the WhatsApp. Now, think about this. If you have an average of 300 and you just click and send them tremendous state-of-the-art videos that show a very good product, very appealing product, that you can show what you are doing. So message of what you personally are doing. So testimonial, perfect testimonial. Then you can show press releases published everywhere in the world about something. Do you think, this is a question I make to you, Harvey, do you think that 1%, just 1%, that is 3 out of 300, 3, will decide, well, I want to have this, I also want to have this. Do you think it's possible?
Absolutely.
I want to try.
I try, let's try. You think it's possible? That's what we do. You know that this number 3, which is a very small number, if it is duplicated, brings to an enormous market. 3 by 3 is 9, by 3 is 27, 81, 243, 729, 2,000, 6,000, 18,000, 52,000. I stop here, okay? Just to tell you how much we can grow. That's it. I don't say anything else. That's what we do. That's what we are doing.
Very good, very good. So, looking at the utilities, so what are the leading utilities of CFX token in CFX Quantum ecosystem?
Yeah, the CFX token has several utilities. One is the token of the wallet exchange. So if you have it, you can lower down your cost of trading and so on. And you can pay for commission that are, beside this, are very low. And it's mandatory to have a 0-1 product because we want to give this product only for the people that believes in us and stay with us. Okay,
Loyalty.
It's not, a one-day project. It's a project that is going to reach the targets in 5 years. Okay, we want everyone to stay with us for the longest time possible. And we will create also a sentiment index over this so that people can get rewarded by giving their opinion in the market. And in the end, we are going to burn the token with our own turnover. That is our commitment over 5 years. So for the next 5 years, we'll use a growing percentage of our turnover to buy back tokens and burn them.
Remember, every quarter.
Every quarter.
That's very important. Every quarter we buy back tokens in the market, and because we dedicate to this buyback 5% of Marco is the percentage of the turnover is
5% the first year, then growing each year up to 30%.
Right.
The
5%, we grow up to 30% of sales. The price that we're going to pay is much higher times to time. I mean, every time, and that really keeps people understanding that if they maintain the token, they're going to make huge profits. Second and most important, I want to remember also, Marco, that we have to say that our token can be bought by anyone who have fiat money. That's very important. You have fiat money, you've never bought cryptos, you can buy this one. Because within the coin right now, everyone can buy our token. Is that right, Marco?
Yeah. In the coin accepted our token between the tokens that can be bought with fiat money. And so it just deployed now in the coin, so you can start today to buy it. And one other stuff is the fact that ATS, the company that is represented by Virgilio, we as a store where the token could be used for buying a selection of products.
Yes.
This will come in the few months, in the next months. It's not ready yet, but we will do also that, so that anyone using our token, buying our token, will have more functionalities and more capacity to use it.
And most important, it will not have the possibility to lose its money. I think this is very important because you see, like in this blockchain industry, we see, of course, we have seen some companies that made tremendous results, okay, which is fine. But we've seen too many companies completely falling apart, losing 90-95%. This is crazy. This is impossible. You cannot let people lose this kind of money. This is not possible. We don't do this. And we really give the possibility for everyone to use the token as much as they want. Do they want to buy products? They can also buy products. So therefore, they have every kind of service that can be a guarantee to their investment, which I think is very important.
Beautiful. So you both have a lot of finance and techno experience, but what about your experience in marketing? Can you guys dive into that a little bit more?
Well, I started in marketing after my initial career with Marco. We spent 5 years together after school, and we created the first technical analysis company in the country. I went into marketing. I became the publisher of a Millionaire magazine. It's called Millionaire. It's not Millionaire the magazine, but it's called Millionaire, and is the top-selling magazine in Italy's newsstand since 30 years. Back in 1988. Before it is a very, very old magazine. And besides that, I created a distribution of forces that brought over 5 million customers to telecommunications, internet, home banking companies, every kind of company that had a major product, which was very, very good. I always thought to have a good product because you see, the difference is there. Is the product good or not? Because if it is good, I can share it with the entire world, with the entire world. But it must be good. If it is not good, if it's not good, I cannot go anywhere. You understand? I cannot go anywhere because if the product is good, people will talk about it. People will show. People will demonstrate that the product is good. If it is not, they will never do it. No kind of money you give them, they will never do it. And CFX is not good. It's great. It's absolutely
too,
It's fantastic.
too good to tell.
Too good to talk about. Just got to see it. So, what's the long-term vision about the industry which CFX Quantum project is working on?
We are looking for the long-term vision is the outlook of the crypto space, and we see that as a very huge history to be written yet, and because everywhere in the world is getting aware of this change, and the cryptocurrencies will become, a custom and the normal currency in the future. In this space, there is also the decentralized finance world, the DeFi, that is quite important because it allows people to get into investment returns, etc., with a few clicks and with total transparency. This kind of tokens, this kind of products are not yet, completely developed in the sense that the market is very new. There is a lot of people putting out new stuff, and you don't know exactly how what is good and what not. We want definitely to be in the DeFi sector by next year with a new specialized token. And the fund that we will call Surf Fund. The Surf Fund is very important for our company and all of us because we deeply believe we can give results of finance also to the poorest people in the world. And the Surf Fund will cooperate with companies specialized in underdeveloped countries in order to give money from the trade that the fund will make to these countries, to these people, in order to have better results in the world. And this would be a product very easy for everyone. Everyone will put some money, to get their own rewards in terms of results, but also to give to other people. And this will be absolutely a DeFi product. We are working with specialized people to create an environment that can be the best one for this kind of software.
Okay, so my next question was actually leading into DeFi. So DeFi is the new frontier and it's quite hot and buzzing in 2020. Do you consider DeFi, and what roles does that play in innovativeness of DeFi?
Well, I'll let Marco give a technical answer. I'll give you a different answer. We think DeFi is going to be the real revolution in blockchain. I think revolution in blockchain didn't even start yet. With DeFi, it will do. You see, with DeFi arrives tokens like the Facebook token, Libra. With DeFi arrives the services that today are brought by banks, but right now they will change and they will be done directly peer-to-peer. It's going to change the entire financial world. And this is what really people really needs, because you know what is happening now. Now is happening that banks, that you know what kind of tremendous service they give us banks, they make so much profit out of our deposit, which is incredible. If you deposit right now $1,000, okay, in 10 years, uh, believe me, you can ask your accountants to give a judgment to what I say. After 10 years, during the last 10 years, you would have $800, 20% less in bank. This money are deposited in bank because you know that inflation, of course, takes away power of buying power to their dollar, and therefore now you in 10 years you buy less than the beginning. Now, in these, you also have cost to maintain the bank account, cost to maintain your money in your pockets. Do you think this is right? I don't think so. We don't think so. We think that this has to be changed, and we really fight to change it. And along with us will be the main players in the market, like Facebook and many others, which are going to create a real total difference. Finance will not be in the hands of a few ones making rich money out of the pockets of millions of people, but will be in the hands of everybody. And I let Marco explain how we're going to do this in the proper way.
Yeah, this is, let's say today banks are exploiting the money that people leave stuck into an account, you know, and they make good profit out of this, while people doesn't make anything. Now, with decentralized finance, you own your money in your wallet. And you can understand if you want to get into a DeFi product or not, and when to get out, and you know perfectly what are the costs, because there is no hidden charges anywhere. And this is the most important fact. And with the protocols that allows people to give their opinion, to give their vote, also the money can be invested in a different way, more in line with the people needs and wants. And we believe that this will be really a change over the world. It must be regulated, probably. There must be some kind of, you know, of changes to the actual situation that is, you know, very new stuff. But in our opinion, that will change really the world, the way of using money.
I think in any case, it's very easy for people to understand if our words are true and worth for him. They just have to download on their phones for free our wallet. Either they have an iPhone or a Google phone, no problem. They download it for free, CFX wallet, and they see what happens. They see how much it costs for them to buy cryptos. They see how easy it is to buy with fiat money, euro or dollars. And they do everything just by themselves. Then they judge and they decide to do whatever they want. That's all.
Absolutely, they should definitely download that and take a look. So I have about 4 more questions left, or 5 more questions. So as an investor, why should we invest in the CFX Quantum project as a long-term investment?
Yeah, as we explained, we ourselves are working for the long term, for the medium term, let's say. As someone said, in the long term, we are all dead. So let's say 5 years is a good start with, you know, and we made a plan for 5 years. 5 years of growth of the company, 5 years of buyback, and eventually in 5 years we will put out every year an important product. As now we are beginning with 01. Next year there will be another one. Probably end of next year we will start with the surf fund. We don't know yet because, you know, it's quite complex to create, but we are willing to go on working on the company and to create value for everyone for the longest possible time.
Okay. And my next question leads to the partnership with Khalifa University. Now, what does that partnership bring to CFX?
Khalifa is working on algorithms, and the fact is that when you use an algorithm formula on a normal computer, let's say an average computer, you have certain kind of softwares and certain kind of way of calculating the results. The digital annealer and in general the quantum computers use a completely different language, a completely different way of calculating the results. And so you must translate the original formulas towards the quantum stuff in order to obtain the speed you need in calculation. So the same formula can take a week to calculate. In the example that the Fujitsu made with cancer radiation therapy, there was a formula that took a week to calculate, and by changing the formula towards the quantum PC, it took 3 minutes. So we are talking, about such a astounding difference, And to make a trade for us, the calculation time is 0.3 seconds, or calculating with 20 different cryptos that may be matched 10 at a time. So a very huge number in a very, very, very short time. And so the Khalifa University, they are highly specialized in translating this formula. And that's why we are working with them to get the best results.
Okay. So can you tell me more about the fiat possibility to buy on Indacoin?
The Indacoin is an important gateway. They already give the services to 100 exchanges, and they are quite fast and quite developed, and so we decided to create an agreement with them for our wallet exchange. So whenever it's very simple in the sense that whenever you see your list of cryptos, if there is a fiat button, you just click it and you get into the Indacoin space, where you can put your credit or debit card. Whenever the payment is cleared, in a very short time you receive your crypto. And this will be allowed not only for Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, but also for GFXQ and 01.
Okay.
It's obvious you need the KYC at least the first time you do the trade, because that for beside the minimum amount, so if you go a little bit higher, now the laws always ask for KYC of the person.
But very
but
easy.
It's very fast and easy.
Very fast, very fast. Takes 1 minute, 2 minutes to do KYC, and therefore that's another big advantage.
Okay. So, can you tell us more about the CFX Quantum app on Android and iOS?
The app is already deployed both on Android and iOS. It's called CFX Quantum 01 wallet. And
now you can download it now.
Yeah, you can download it now in both of them, and you can find also the web interface on internet. And it's quite easy. I mean, you just get in with you create your password and name and nickname, and then you save your seed phrase. As you know, in the centralized exchange, you have to have your own seed phrase, your password that is unique to everybody, and you must not lose it. And but this is the best security, the best safety, because no one can steal your money. We don't own your password. We don't know anything about your account. You manage your account. It's your money. It's your account. And Beside that, whenever you get in, you can store your cryptos. By now, we have around 20 cryptos, but they are growing, the major ones. And then there is a trading part where you can exchange the major cryptos with USDT and or switch back. And you can send very easily to other accounts. This is very interesting because whenever you have friends, for example, sharing the wallet, just by having their nickname, you can send them crypto at zero cost and very lightning speed. Is practically immediate. You just push and they got the results, you know. And so it's quite interesting also with friends, with families, etc. You can send gifts or whatever. It's also nice, this one. And then you have the part where you can buy the 01 token and the CFXQ. And you have the part where you can stake the 01 token and obtain 1% amount of bonus in tokens.
Okay.
As we said, they are asset backed, so everything is covered by the asset behind that are crypto assets.
Zero risk.
Zero risk.
Zero. So my last question is, in a very short answer, why do you think it's worth to invest in CFX?
Because it can only grow up. Only grow up. And I explain to you, this is the short answer. Why it can only grow up? Because remember that every single quarter for the next 5 years, the company is going to buy back token with a percentage of its sales, not its profit, its sales, that is going to be increased every time. Therefore, we'll have probably more sales because the time goes on and of course sales increase. But we'll also have a major part of the sales dedicated to buyback. It means that the token can only grow. But not only that, we have very limited cost internally to do this, because you understand we are also very technological on all these kind of things that we're told you. We have already created the world. We have already created 01. We have already done the major tasks that we have to do. Therefore, right now, our cost is limited. It is just percentage of sales. It means that the majority of money that comes in the company makes a profit, and the profit is for everyone, every single token holder. Therefore, I don't have to explain anything else. Just buy it. That's all.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.